Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of the FauxShow. Today is Sunday, November 16th. My name is Angela.
And my name is Chris.
And as most of you know, the FauxShow is not a real show. It is a social experience because I don't look at you. I look at the chat room I have here on my iPad.
Chat room? I've got that full screen on my screen.
It's over there on a monitor where we can see ourselves, but it is in the best lower third on the internet.
And I think it's been there since the very, very beginning, since the first episode.
No?
Definitely since the first recorded episode.
Yes. Since the first recorded episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's something we formulated right when it was in its infancy.
And a lot of you are new names. Some of you are very familiar names. But 200 officially recorded episodes. That's one of the things about the Faux Shows. There's actually a lot of episodes that were off record that we were just talking about this morning, right? Are like gone forever.
Yeah.
Thanks, Justin.
Yep.
But Andrews, what are we talking about today?
Today we're talking about what if, and it's a spin. It's kind of like the what would happen if that I did somewhere in the first 50 episodes.
Almost 200 episodes ago with Jeremy.
Yeah,
way back.
Almost 150 episodes ago. Yes.
Okay, with the J-Man back in the day.
With J-Man.
That's cool.
So, but before we get to that, should we announce?
We decided to do something kind of special since it is the 200th episode, and with the Faux, and because it's really about you and the whole network. We went big. We didn't just go like a show shirt. No, we went huge. Jupiter.gift, our new Jupiter Broadcasting holiday storefront, which will link you to probably a updating list of available items that you, if you buy now, we are working to try to get them shipped out by Christmas. Is that a rough?
Yep. Most of the campaigns end in 18 days.
Mm-hmm.
The polo ends just a couple days sooner. Mm-hmm. And it's so that you can get it on time. And if you use the promotion code FS200, you will get $1 off your order.
That's right. We have a special Faux Show 200 FS200 to save $1 on anything you order, including, Angela, pull up that Faux Show 200 shirt.
Yep.
Come on, So we have a hoodie. It's not a shirt. It's a hoodie, which is perfect because it is cold out right now where we're at.
We have a shirt too.
And a long sleeve shirt too. Show them the long sleeve, which is really slick looking.
The long sleeve, it's like a very bright but darker blue. Mm-hmm. And no other shirt has been in that color.
And if you put your mouse over it, will it zoom that logo up? We had this logo custom made for the Faux Show 200. We had an artist create that for us, and I'm really happy. Angela worked really hard, hand in hand, for a long time. It's funny, that process. It takes a really long time to get that right.
Yep.
And so that is a special...
Oh, and you know what? I feel like, like web developers, how they have to work with the customer, and they're all like, yeah, but could you do this? And I think this.
You're
and
that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I felt so bad. And in addition to that, there's a language barrier because he's somewhere in the Middle East, and I think... It was interesting, but I got it.
But we're really happy with the way the logo turned out. It's a limited run edition. Faux Show 200 is here. Why not get a Faux 200 shirt? Mm-hmm. So you can faux it in style. So go to Jupiter.gift. That'll get you to the storefront, and then you can jump into any of the shirts you want. That I am personally extremely excited about that Faux Show 200 and the polo. Those are my two must gets.
I can't wait to have my face on my chest.
You know what? I can't wait for that either.
The dark green one's really awesome too.
Yeah, it is.
If you want to check that out, if you're listening in audio, you can just go to Jupiter.gift, G-I-F-T, Jupiter.gift, and we'll probably reuse that URL for other stuff. But
we might, depending on how people are responding, we might keep that storefront rolling.
Yeah.
So we also have a Tech Talk Today shirt. Can you show them the hoodie? Do we have multiple colors of that hoodie? Because it's got so the Tech Talk Today logo, all white. But then Ange put it on top of a brown hoodie, and it looks so clean. Just go to Jupiter.gift. Easy peasy.
Right.
Jupiter.gift, and then click the Tech Talk Today hoodie. And there it is. There it is. Yeah. So there's brown and a couple of different colors. Yeah.
The blue looks great. The black looks great.
Black looks really great. Oh, we got the ladies tee up for Tech Talk.
Yeah, but only in black because that's the only dark option that they have.
Ooh, that blue.
Yeah.
That blue on a T-shirt.
I know.
That blue on a T-shirt's it right there.
Yep.
Right there. So a limited run, and depending on response, we may have future editions in there as well. Jupiter.gift. You could give the gift of Jupiter Broadcasting for the holidays.
Oh, yeah. It's super easy to do that. Like you just literally, and the people don't see your payment information. You just type in their information and it ships to them.
Yep.
So if you want to do that anonymously for somebody that you know
or
watches,
you just don't want to have to worry about packaging it up and sending it, they'll send it for you.
Yeah.
And then it starts a conversation. They're like, hey, what's this? If they're not a Jupiter Broadcasting fan, you'd be like, oh, well, you should check out the FauxShow.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Check out the FauxShow.
Why do I have a FauxShow 200 shirt? I've never heard of it.
Okay.
Now you have.
So now you can go get clothes. You don't have to be naked anymore. You're welcome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jupiter
Broadcasting
gift.
wardrobe. Actually, that might have been a good wardrobe gift. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're doing a what if, and we have to come up with different scenarios and then pontificate what things would be like if that happened.
Yep. So lower third, in lower third, you need to participate. So, what would happen if running Linux was illegal?
Whoa! Like the government comes in and says no more open source.
Right.
What would I do?
What would happen if?
Well, I mean, it would be. I mean, like in practical terms, like real talk. If that happened, you wouldn't. You couldn't do it because so much of the infrastructure of today's modern day computing runs on Linux. Like every Android phone would become illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much
Sweet.
every major online website would have to migrate to something else.
Mm-hmm.
So to do it, you'd have to have minimum would be a multi-window transition period, maybe 5-10 years. Absolute minimum. There would have to be government subsidies and incentive programs like tax breaks for making the switch, tax breaks on switching to something. Like there would have to be a whole a series of things to make businesses do it.
There would be tax breaks, but there would also be fines for not converting, right?
Right, and then you'd have companies that go So then you'd have companies that get massive penalties.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have companies like Red Hat that go out of business.
Sure,
I mean,
right. Yeah.
It would be a major devastation. But
the Church of Linux would spring up and we'd all claim First Amendment exemption.
Well, here's what's crazy, right?
That's
is
funny.
because you could only, like practically speaking, you couldn't do it worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be like it'd be in the United States.
Right.
So everywhere else
would be developing and be awesome.
So my money would be on it would be almost like it would become like the like software. There'd be a form of a black market for software in a much different way than you have like with pirated software. It'd be more like the drug market where people are trading bits. Hey man, you got that latest Linux? Hey man, I need that Linux fix. And then people will be giving you like thumb drives on the sly, right, and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I think you'd have a massive black market prop up. You'd have an entire sections of the industry fail. Mm-hmm. You'd have
that's what Kai says. He said half the things we use every day would no longer be legal and to use, and 80% of the internet would go down.
Right, like just the technology that the internet is using to transmit this show live would have to be a lot of it would have to be re-engineered.
Black Market Linux would be the best distro title. Or what was the like a speakeasy for Linux users?
Yeah, I could see that, like an underground railroad to get your Linux. Yeah, I
that
wonder,
would be a great distribution too.
Like ultimate, like way out there theory on this would be, I wonder if this would be the cataclysmic event that would sort of spur off development of a mesh network, where people develop a new network. Maybe it's like a distributed hash table based network or something else, where over the existing internet infrastructure there is a totally private, totally encrypted, totally distributed network that they would then share Linux and open source. Like it wouldn't just be used for that, but I wonder if that would be the catalyst for finally a wide adoption of something like that, where everybody was on one system and it became like a mesh peer-to-peer network where smartphones could be part of it. And like I feel like something like that, because what you're really doing at the end of the day is you're not tamping down on Linux as so much as you're tamping down on an idea and a philosophy. And it's one thing to stop software, but it's a whole other thing to stop an idea.
So let's see. Lionhead said maybe there will be a medical license for getting a Linux fix.
Wow.
What?
I don't want to gross you out, but something extremely nasty just happened. It just fell from the ceiling. It just fell from the ceiling.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty gross. That is super gross. We just had a bug fall.
Is it alive?
Oh, yeah, it's alive, yeah. Yeah, it's alive.
Okay.
That's gross.
So,
hey, FauxShow 200, everybody. Hey, so Ange, what if, I got a what if for you.
Oh, but there's a couple more.
What if our studio is infested with bugs?
Yeah, well, yeah.
What if?
That's really interesting.
Yeah. All right, give me the chat room what if.
Okay, let's see. what would be the password to get into Linux Speakeasy? That's a good question.
It'd probably be like a VI quiz or write something in a bash. I don't know.
Okay. I don't know. There were other comments, but
Wow, look at him go.
God,
yeah.
it's gross. Oh my God,
It's moving. It's totally moving. It's like, how many legs do you think that thing has? Like 17 legs? Do you want me to kill it, or what do you want me to do?
I don't know. No, let's just keep an eye on it. At least it's not like
it's just
coming at us. But wow, it moves pretty
oh.
pretty fast. It's what is it?
It's a centipede?
Or a caterpillar of some kind?
Not a caterpillar.
Ish. Well, it moves like a caterpillar.
Man, if we had a studio person
when
here,
bugs
I'd have them...
attack.
Yeah, that is gross.
Rikai!
Well, what's he gonna do?
Yeah, I don't know. He can come point at it or something.
All right, I got a what if for you.
Okay.
I feel like while you answered, I should go get a paper towel.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, make it a good one.
All right, now seriously.
Okay.
What if all popular forms of social media became subscription only? And a subscription
like
where
pay?
Huh?
Pay?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like the price is like high enough that if you wanted Facebook, it might not be it might be so expensive that you might not be willing to then pay for Instagram or Twitter because you can't afford to pay for all these social.
No public profiles then?
Well, I think you could still post publicly, but
No,
you could only
you
could still read.
Read? Okay.
But you
not
could only
participate.
post anything
Right.
or respond or anything in any social network: Google Plus, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
Okay, it's really going fast now.
So any of them, what would you do, and would you pay? And which ones would you pick? All right, you answer that while I go get something to kill that.
Okay, would I pay? Yes. And my first one would be Facebook because that's where I keep in touch with a lot of family and friends. That's super important to me. I would never pay for Twitter. I'm sorry, guys. Never. I would never pay for G+. Screw that, screw that noise. Don't squish it. Don't squish it, okay? Don't, oh my God. And let's see what else. All the other ones, well, I'd probably pay for Plurk, but if he's saying that I can only choose one, then I guess it would be Facebook.
You could only okay, all right. So now let's make it a little more interesting.
Okay.
So you can pick more than one, but you have to pay for it. So
I know that's what I said.
Let's say it's $100 a month for Facebook. It's
Ugh.
$100 a month for Twitter. It's $100.
It would never.
Would
be
you pay
that much.
$100 for Facebook? All right. Would you pay $40?
That's a lot.
I agree. So what are we talking about? So, because here's what I was thinking about.
Because I could just host my own website then.
Right. So I was thinking about what if, we're in this far-off future where net neutrality didn't work out and the internet's been broken into tiered packages like the cable company. Have you ever seen this?
$5 a month for Facebook Plurk package, says Bronwyn.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Bronwyn's here. Cool.
Yeah, did she see our shirts?
Did she hear
The
my
store?
burp?
I don't know if she... Somebody said nice burp earlier, but I don't remember who it was.
I hope I did it for her, so I hope she heard it. So have you seen this? Have you ever seen this graphic where somebody takes the internet and they show you what it would look like if cable companies ran the internet? You've probably seen this before.
No,
right?
but that's a great.
Yeah. So here, I'll show this on the screen. So okay. So imagine, since net neutrality is a big topic right now, what if, look at this chart. So down here you have at the top for $29.99, you get AOL, ABC, NBC, and MSN, and Walt Disney and eBay.com.
Yeah, that's crap.
And then for $39.99, then you get access to Google, Wikipedia, Yahoo. That's your research tier. Okay?
That's a great.
And
ad.
then you get the bigger internet entertainment tier, which is $49.99.
Sounded like you said bigot.
No, bigger. You get more internet.
It sounded like
you
said
get
bigot,
YouTube, you get Blogger, this is where your social networks would be.
Huh.
So what if, instead of having to pay individually for each service, what if you had to pay Frontier maybe an extra $45 a month, kind of like you, or whatever it would be, like how you get access to all the movie channels?
No, that is crap. Isn't that like SOPA?
No, that's net neutrality.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you wouldn't do it.
I don't know. I mean...
Because this could actually happen.
No, I
this
hope
could
not.
actually happen.
I hope not.
So if
That's
this were to
stupid.
happen, what would you do?
I don't know. I don't even want to...
Think about it. I know,
No.
right? It's awful.
Mm-mm.
That's why you should go listen to Unfilter 122. Seriously. I'm serious. I mean, that's what we talk about is where this is going. And I think when I think of this and I think what if, I think I do... Because where... also think about it from like our standpoint. Where would Jupiter Broadcasting fit in?
Rikai said he'd quit using the internet. I highly
I
doubt
that.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. How are you gonna get
First
groceries?
First of all, you're on our internet. Like you're not
what
even
do you
paying
care,
for
man?
it.
I'm gonna. No, but think about this. Where would Jupiter Broadcasting fit in there, right? And would people pay us?
Yeah.
Would people pay to get access to us?
Yeah, that's great. Well, this isn't for access. This is for ability to post and be a member of.
Well, in this, it's like you don't even get access to these sites unless you pay this tier.
Oh.
Yeah. Kind of. I mean, I was just kind of taking to the next step.
Jerks. Yeah. Okay.
It's something to think about. I also wouldn't pay. I would go the route of encryption, VPNs, mesh networking, Tor, DNS crypt. I would do whatever I could to get around them, and when I couldn't get around them, I wouldn't use them. And that's sort of the reason why I think that is because today with DRM, if something's available in a format that doesn't work under Linux, I either just choose not to watch that thing or I steal it. And then I try to buy it like on Blu-ray or something and put it up on the shelf, but I have a digital copy on my computer. What?
Nothing.
Okay. All right, your turn, Andrews, for a what if scenario.
Okay, what if I was queen?
Whoa! Oh, can I do what if I was king next? Okay.
If you want to.
What if you were queen? Number one thing is smoking would be illegal in the land.
Boy, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah. So you would get rid of all smoking. Probably the number two thing that would happen fairly quickly is like things would become a lot more kid-friendly.
Yeah.
Like you would institute rules and laws that make things kid-friendly.
Yep.
Women would be breastfeeding everywhere up in this business. Boobs would be out like crazy if you were queen. So that'd be good.
Yeah.
So I think that would happen. What? I don't know. You tell me. What would you change?
So I think I would definitely change the birthing practices.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
More education. I think there would be a lot more funds going to schools.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And colleges.
Are we even going to go that far? Because I mean, dude, when you talk about like.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
Kindergarten for Dylan, like it has been nonstop hounding us for money. We're already paying $3,000 for kindergarten out of pocket. That's not even taxes. That doesn't include the taxes that we pay too. It's literally out of pocket $3,000 for full-time kindergarten.
And they're still underfunded and understaffed.
And we volunteer every Tuesday. So like
so we're volunteering our time
and
too.
Yeah, I mean like it's just crazy. So we're trying to support any way we can, but geez, how much do Jenny said that they're worse than a church.
Okay, I don't know. I mean, I think in that sense, it's sort of like I guess because you don't have to pay taxes to the church, right? So you're not paying because we're already paying school taxes.
But like, there's a limit on what they ask for.
Yeah,
I don't know. Okay, so we would proclaim chocolate wine for the masses. Perfect. Yep.
I feel like there's some other big things you would do.
Well, Rikai sums it up. He says, easy one. All the things would happen.
Yeah, all the things that you want done would happen.
All the things.
So can I go or are you done? You could think of some stuff, so you can jump in.
Yeah.
If I were king, obviously, I don't want to get into all the politics, but all the stuff in politics that sucks would get cleaned up. No more any of that stuff. Number two, cannabis is legal everywhere because it's better than pharmaceuticals, in my opinion.
Yep.
And I'm king, so.
I was going to say something, but I don't have a mic right here.
I guess by that you would be queen. So if I became king or you became.
Well, no, there's a difference.
Yeah, there is.
I think, right? The bloodline.
So I think if I become in power, you automatically get queen status. But if queens go in power, what does the husband get?
I don't know.
Wow.
I think it defaults to the blood is what I'm saying. Like so the
Dylan gets power?
No, so like if I was related to the previous king and queen and you weren't, then I would be the queen.
Oh, I didn't realize I just thought one day somebody came in and ordained us.
So
I would definitely way speed up R&D on self-driving cars. I think this would be a huge way to save lives. I would double down on research on the negative effects of alcohol. I would check about that.
Yeah.
I would roll back sugar ways. I would try to change a lot of our import and export policies to try to nail that down and kind of rein in corn production as well.
Incorporation of hemp is what I was going to say.
Hemp would be a good one.
Yeah. Using hemp for paper, renewable, or like things that can help save the trees and the environment. And
so I would become a prince if you became a queen. Yeah. Yeah, chat room doesn't lie.
Okay.
Chat room don't lie. Chat room don't lie.
The lower third knows all.
Yeah. As long as I can.
Was that Rikai?
Can I have my royal hairdoer, please? Darling, my hair needs done. So those are some of the things I would start.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to get into like the really heavy stuff like end all wars because that's obvious. And the other thing I think I would try to work on is More ocean exploration.
Yeah, and space, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we haven't been there. Just kidding.
What? The final frontier.
All right.
I mean, if I was king, oh man, if I could, I think the better question is what if I could only be king for a day?
Yeah.
Because
And
then,
would anything stick though?
well, if I,
There's a picture if Angela became queen.
You have no power here. That's true. So it's funny how if I'm king, you get power, and if you're queen, that's sexist. That's what that is. That's a double standard. All right, Andrews. Okay. Rikai suggests that I should institute a daily Star Trek watching hour. That's not bad.
For everybody?
Yeah. And maybe we go to the House of Roddenberry on Sundays and worship at the altar of Gene Roddenberry.
Yeah. Jeez. All right. So what if the U.S. switched to metric?
Oh, finally.
Right?
I mean, it would be a hard transition. But first of all,
I don't know that it would.
So if I'm understanding Celsius correctly, 0 is freezing and 100 is boiling. Is that right?
I don't know.
Because that just makes a lot of sense if that's
I'm
right.
not sure if metric refers to temperature.
Well, it's part of the metric system. I mean, people that are on metric system use the Celsius.
Okay, that's true. Yeah.
So that would make, and then there's all of the other stuff like participating in the world community, using a system that's more accurate and nuanced. I mean, there's like so many other positive things to it, but there's got to be a downside because there must be a reason we haven't done it yet.
Yeah, well, Bronwyn says if the U.S. changes to metric, the government would make stuff so much more difficult than it would have to be.
Doesn't Fahrenheit do that in a sense, though? I guess because we already know it. I mean, I'd say you have a lost generation, right? So you have a lost generation who's making the transition.
It's just stupid doing like by 12 inches.
Do you know how they get the foot size?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Okay, Rikai points out the price of changing all the road signs would be...
Oh, right, kilometers versus miles.
And all the car dashboards.
Well, all our dashboards have the conversion, so...
But they're small numbers.
Yeah.
That's an interesting...
Well, okay, so it's too hard, so let's not do it.
I guess.
I mean, that's stupid.
All right, I guess. Okay, I got a what if for you.
Okay.
So there's a bunch of rumors going on, and these happen every few years. But every couple of years, former military officials come out and say, we've got a big secret about UFOs, and we're going to blow the lid off of it. And usually nothing ever happens. So this just happened a couple of days ago. Some ex-Air Force people came out and said, we've seen some stuff. You're not going to believe it. It's going to blow the lids off UFOs. Let's just for fun. Let's say on Monday, so tomorrow, they actually come out and they have undisputable proof that aliens have visited Earth. Not necessarily much more than that, but they have been here. We have pictures of them. We have pictures of their aircraft or their spacecraft.
Mm-hmm.
What changes about the world once indisputable proof of aliens is provided?
Okay, so a lot of people will come forward saying they've been abducted.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A lot of people coming out?
And the people in the past that have already come forward will come forward again.
Right. But then how would you know who's still making it up?
There would be a show...
Oh, yeah.
Talk show.
Shows.
There would be a movie. Yeah.
There would be a made-for-TV movie, like a Hollywood special.
Like, I think there'd be, like, re-releases of Men in Black and stuff,
What about, like, let's go dark. Like, what if would some governments around the world freak out because they'd be worried about, like, the people not respecting their power because now they know there's beings from another world and this isn't all that we have?
I don't know.
Like, and would some religions, like, lose their S over this? Because
they don't believe in aliens?
And we're supposed to be made in God's image, and maybe somebody comes along and they don't look like us, they have big gray heads.
Wouldn't they just say that was made in God's image too?
Well, now we don't know. Now
we morphed a little bit?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I mean, so it seems like there would be there would be a huge religious response, there would be a huge scientific response, but I would be really curious, too, about what the public response would be.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think people would freak out?
Yes. Yes, I do.
What kind of freak out?
And I think scientists would be like, let me get, a hold of that. Now, are they saying that they found a craft, the UFO and
in this particular case, they're saying that these unidentified aircrafts came over and modified like equipment settings at facilities. Like that's what they're saying. So
and they shot the craft down?
No, they have pictures of it and all this. This is hypothetical.
That's all. Oh,
I'm just giving you like.
Oh,
but you just for this case you just have to accept because they haven't come out and said what it is yet. You just have to accept it's indisputable.
Got it. Oh, okay.
I think too, like you'd have people that within
some end of the world things.
Well, I think you'd have I think you'd have a whole bunch of people that would work on initiatives to try to contact them. Like you'd have the SETI project. Like I bet the SETI project would get a ton of funding.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And I bet a lot of people start running SETI at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. So yeah, that's my what if. So Rika in the chat room says aliens look like us, or little green, or men. I was thinking like the gray aliens.
Yeah.
That's what I was picturing.
Yeah, it's really funny because what we think are aliens is just what people have made up. You know.
Oh yeah.
It's weird.
They're not
because it might not look anything like that.
No, it's just what we conjure up. No, they might be a plant for all we know.
Yeah. Like,
or an alligator.
Ish, yeah.
Well, but like awesome and buff and stands up.
Yeah.
And they'd wear like I wonder if they would like for their bags if they'd be like in primate skins and stuff. Like
their bags?
Yeah, like instead of like have people sometimes like have like an alligator bag or leather and stuff like that.
Oh
like,
my gosh.
Like they'd be primate skins. Because it would be a race, it'd be a world
where
Is that
a human bag? That's great.
It's a world where the alligators became the dominant evolved species, and they then were the species that reigned over the primates, and so then they hunt primates and skin them and then use them to make clothing. And then they came here to visit us because they got hungry.
We're aliens. So I have a what if. What if, I think I need my face, your face, Chris went bald.
Okay. I mean, I've thought about shaving my head before.
I know.
So, I mean, this is out there because I am in no danger of that. Like
I know.
Which is great.
You have a lot of hair.
Wow.
What?
It makes it sound like I'm all hairy.
No, on your head is
nowhere else though. Like I'm pretty. Otherwise, I'm not hairless, but I'm not super hairy.
Okay.
I would embrace it myself. I would. I mean, I've been tempted just to shave it anyway.
What would be the future of Jupiter Broadcasting if the hair wasn't on it?
I think we'd probably have to find somebody else or a wig, or maybe Rikai could CG it in.
Oh.
How would you feel about that?
Oh, whatever. Doesn't bother me. You know what's great is I don't have any gray hair.
She does not.
Not a single one.
Do I have? Can you see it on camera?
Not really.
No.
Sometimes in the stills you can.
Yeah, on Instagram.
Yeah, no,
and stuff.
I have nothing. I have no gray hair at all. Thank you, Dad.
What if my hair grew? I think honestly,
he wants to grow his hair out long.
Yeah, more likely
it's
to be like
not even
big old hair.
What would happen if it's when?
Big old hair, big old beard. Because if I don't cut the top, I'm not cutting the bottom either. But yet, I would still keep the downstairs in shape. I got a responsibility here.
Yeah.
But I think it's more likely I'd grow it out. I would shave it.
Yeah, because they're two extremes.
I wouldn't do like the comb over thing or anything.
Can you imagine? Like, you know how like when Obama came into office and his hair was black,
and now it's all gray.
And now it's all gray.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder how long it'll take for that to happen to you.
I think I'm on a pretty good track. I'm gonna have the salt pepper thing going probably to my late 50s, I think. So I'll be all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm a little upset that you are totally indifferent about it.
Why?
Well, I don't know.
People be people. It doesn't matter if you're bald or shaved or whatever.
Yeah, makes me think I should shave it.
Go ahead.
Wow. I just don't know. I don't know.
It would be really weird. Like, you've done your hair really short.
I would like to see you possibly one day with short hair.
No.
You know, like the I'm getting older and don't want to deal with my hair anymore
these
look?
Fat cheeks. No, that ship has sailed. Like, a mom of 3 kids typically does have short hair because kids yank on it and she doesn't have time to do it.
That's true.
Nope. I want long hair. I totally skipped that. So, what?
Update from Nanny Jenny. She agrees they would be alligators.
Okay. Thanks, Jenny.
You have any more what ifs? Because I know we
do.
also have a pretty epic sack. So, all right, in fact, I will preload our sack while you get our next what if.
Well, I don't know if this is the proper way to say it. But but what if what?
Well,
okay.
When you start like that, I get a little nervous.
What if Apple bought Android?
Okay, so that's not the right way to say it. So the right way to say it would be like, what if Apple bought a large OEM that makes Android devices and then had like the largest Android deployment? That would probably because Android itself.
Wow.
Because Android itself
Let's make that the title of the episode.
It's an open source project, okay? Like, what if Apple bought Samsung? Or what if Apple bought Motorola, which they just got bought by Lenovo? So what if Apple bought Lenovo or something like that? Mm-hmm. How about ask it like this? What if Apple one day became the largest Android manufacturer?
Yeah.
First of all, no doubt, I would be one of the first people in line to buy iPhone hardware with the Android OS. You put Touch ID, the physical mute button, the physical power button, the physical volume switchers that are good, solid, good-feeling buttons, that one home button, so it's not all soft keys with the Touch ID built in, lightning charger, so you have fast charging by standard. The A series processors are some of the best mobile CPUs in the industry, GPUs. So I would buy one of those like a crazy mo. I don't think it would do very well because I don't think Apple would ever be able to play in the Android system. It's so outside of their culture and their way of thinking. They would blow it. They would ruin it.
So, where is it? Oh, no. Oh. Intruder Alert said Apple plus Samsung is Sapple.
Yeah, there you go. If anything, I would think they would maybe. Yeah, no, I think they'd blow it.
Anonymous says, but Chris Lass, you can't remove the battery.
Yeah, that's okay. I can't remove the battery on my Nexus 5 either. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
That's just kind of the way. You can't do it on the Nexus 6 either. So yeah,
Did you find that graphic?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Great.
Oh, are you ready? Was that your?
Yeah.
That was a great question. I feel like I could answer that one for another 15 minutes.
Oh, well, go ahead.
No. In fact, I can't because Ange, brace yourselves. It's time for the FauxShow mail sack. That's right. There it is. It's not full screen at all for some reason. I don't know. There you go. Hey, mail sack time. FauxShow mail sack. It's a mail sack. It's not a real show. 200 episodes. We finally got a decent mail sack graphic. So where do we start today?
Just implementation of it isn't so good. Okay, let's
that's always rough.
All
but
right.
if it was good, I would feel like we weren't doing our jobs properly.
All right, do not go to my screen.
All right, I will go to your screen right now. Right now. I will. Hold on. I was starting another show.
Don't.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. Marcus writes,
Marcus.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I was wondering if there is a Linux USB device compatibility list that you or some of your vendors that usually make great devices have, I think is what he meant to say. I was shopping for a USB 3 gigabit Ethernet adapter and wanted to make sure that I would not have any issues using it under both Arch and Ubuntu 4.04.
So he's asking, is there some master list of every device that's USB that works with Linux? That would be impossible because that's always changing, right? With every release of the kernel, something new is supported. But the good news is, pretty much everything works. So here's the trick, and this is the solid way to do it. Find out the chipset on that USB adapter. Who makes it? Realtek or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Google that and the model, and Linux, and see what you get back. And you'll probably find threads on it. Now, in most cases, USB adapters like sound cards and things like that are are supported really easily. Is that? Oh, that's great. Did JMac make that?
Oh my gosh, yes.
That is so funny. Here, I'll pull that up for those of you.
That is so great.
That is really great.
I really like that.
With the crowns?
Oh my gosh.
Why do you like that so much?
Because it's awesome.
Because we should have crowns. Is that why?
Yeah, and mine's bigger.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense.
Thank you for doing that. That's
that
awesome.
Is really cool.
I'm gonna.
There are some like general hardware compatibility lists out there, so you could find them, but really the long-term fix, you could teach a man to drink water, but you can't have that man drink his own water.
What?
I was just having fun.
Okay, let's see. This is it's from Sean. He says, thinking of going, this is a suggestion for a corporate ad. And I'm not sure who he was referring to having this corporate ad, but he said, thinking of going into the marijuana business, don't pretend it is tobacco. Go unfiltered. For all of your business needs, go unfiltered or go home.
Oh, so Chase.
And then you list all your services.
Chase and I were discussing new revenue opportunities in this week's Unfilter.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps setting up a consulting business for the local recreational cannabis industry, and I think Sean is helping us with some slogans.
Oh, okay.
That's nice. I forward that to me when you get a chance.
Okay, it went to you originally.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's Unfilter.
Man, email, man. How does it work?
All right. We don't have audio from my computer, right?
Oh no, we do.
Okay. Well, I don't know if we need it, but so
we need it.
So Emil writes, and he says, "Hi, Chris and Chase. Awesome show as always, and actually quite an important resource for me in my political work. That's why I'm a Patreon for Unfilter and for Tech Talk today, but alas.
Thank you.
Anyway, I'm reporting in on a little spotting of the Unfilter 100 shirt of myself.
Oh, okay. All right. Good.
Granted, the video is from August, but a spot is a spot.
That's
you can
right.
find the video here. And unfortunately, I did not like
Preload?
preview or
All right,
preload.
so
and
we have no
okay,
idea.
so it's an hour and 12. Oh no, it's right there in the. Holy moly! Hold on.
Did you see it right away, or is
Yes.
that just a still?
Yeah, in the still. It was in the still. Right there. Bam.
Oh,
Unfiltered
wow, look
100.
at that. That is awesome. Boy, it looks good,
haven't-
too.
And I haven't seen a red version of it.
You know what?
I don't think we bought a red version of it.
No, you know what?
What?
The FauxShow one is going to look... That white with the solid
I
color
know.
is very classy. The FauxShow one's going to
I
look
know.
really good.
I know. I know it.
Well, thank you for sending that in, Q Collective.
Yep.
That's very awesome.
Q Collective?
Mhm.
How did you know? Oh, yeah, there it is.
'Cause I
Okay,
read your
so
screen.
yep. He said, as said, I'm the guy with the shirt, adding another face to a loyal audience member, and I'm chairing a presentation by Hillel Tickton, the older guy standing next to me. He's a Marxist economist professor at the University of Glasgow and chief editor of Critique, a journal of socialist theory.
Sounds like a communist. It's okay, I forgive. I
So-
accept all types.
Anyway, all right. The next one is from. Let me find no nicknames. So
From
Jacob.
Jacob.
Yep, Jacob writes, I heard on one of your shows that you heard from someone who had a record of 12-second droplet creation time at DigitalOcean. Well, it appears I've broken that record now with just 9 seconds.
Hold on.
Thank you for the
9
shows and keep up the work. Link to the picture hosted at me and my friend's own cloud server, which is also our project work for school. P.S. I am, of course, a Linux and open source user and lover.
So he's got an own cloud instance where he's hosted this image, and 9... Hold on. Think about this. You are creating an entire server instance
Yeah, that's crazy.
with an operating system, a public IP address, accounts for you to use, all of that in 9 seconds.
Yep.
That is insane. Well, thank you for sending that in, man. That is... I can't even believe it. Oh, you can pull it down, and then just... oh, there it is. Check that out. So is that a screenshot of his creation time?
I guess so.
Yeah, you see in the time.
Yep,
right there?
9 seconds.
9 seconds in the elapsed time.
Droplet
That is so
history.
awesome.
Create 9 seconds.
That is so awesome.
That is amazing.
Woo! Wow. Good
All right.
work, sir. Good work. Wow. 9 seconds. I don't even know if I can say that on air because I honestly don't know if people will believe me.
Yeah.
Like, could you believe you could create a virtual machine in the cloud in 9 seconds? No.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
All right. The last mail sack, I think.
Okay.
Yep. Is from Richard. He writes, I get crazy. Oh, and this is regards to the password show that we did last week at the Mumble Room,
Oh, yeah.
which was awesome. He said, I get crazy when I want to pay a bill and I have to go through some crazy set up an account and create a password. I have the account number and money. Come on. I totally agree. Like, the only way to do it without setting up an account is to pick up the phone and call them and be
Yeah.
like, here's my credit card. But then you have to read your stupid
Or-
numbers.
While we're on the topic, what did you just run into the other day when trying to pay some medical stuff? Remember the whole damn site was down? It said you didn't have JavaScript?
Jeez. Yeah. Yeah. Said I didn't have JavaScript.
Yeah,
That was
it doesn't
dumb.
matter what browser she tries using.
All of them. Yeah.
Sorry,
So,
you need JavaScript.
and
So
what's
then
crazy-
she sends me the link.
Yeah.
Still doesn't work in any of my browsers.
and that was after I tried to pay it last weekend and it was down. They were doing some sort of update. Well, that update broke the system. And on Thursday when I was trying to pay it, the system was still down, not letting anybody log in to pay. It's Obamacare. It's the Washington Health Plan Finder website. Like, nobody could do anything. So what they were doing is they're ramping up because as of the 15th, yesterday, it's open enrollment for 2015.
Oh, they were, yep.
So they did some sort of big update that borked the system. Idiots. So anyway,
So now you're late on your bill.
yep. So December 7th is the next day for awards.
Have you gotten a single submission?
I don't.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So if they don't submit anything, are we just going to play video games? Is that what we're going to do?
Sure. Or just something. I'll figure something else out.
Chat room recommended a
fine.
new game. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
So what is it, and where do they send it to?
Okay, I was just pulling that up. All right, so tell us about your holiday traditions. Feel free to share embarrassing family pictures or show us the one thing that you want this holiday season and consider including your Amazon wish list.
Yeah, so if you have a wish list that you wouldn't mind sharing with us, we're going to help people get ideas. So gift ideas from your wish list. So we're trying to source that. So please send those to Angela@JupiterBroadcasting.com. And your traditions. We'd love to share that. So maybe folks that are looking for their own holiday traditions might hear something and want to latch onto it and adopt it as their own. Angela@JupiterBroadcasting.com. And we will feature those in the December
7th.
edition of the FauxShow.
Yep, which is just a couple weeks before Christmas if you celebrate it, or some of the other holidays, but basically for the holiday season.
Yeah.
And gives you enough time.
Yeah, we both celebrate Christmas here, but hopefully it'll be applicable to all different traditions. So
Yep,
should be a lot of fun.
we are starting a new holiday tradition, and believe you me, the Fisher Family Update is going to have some awesome, awesome pictures in it.
People who don't watch the live stream have no idea what the Fisher Family Update is.
I know.
You should watch the live stream. We do the Faux Show live over at jblive.tv Sundays, just after the Linux Action Show. Sometimes we have most times, we have like an intermission cartoon in between Linux Action Show and the Faux Show to just sort of loosen us all up. We reset up in here, and then we do the Faux Show. So if you tune in for the Linux Action Show, you can stick around or just come after the show. Go to jupiterbroadcasting.com/calendar to get that converted to your local time. It's usually about 12:30 Pacific.
And don't forget to get your Jupiter gift. Jupiter.gift.
Give yourself something or give it to somebody else. That polo I am nuts excited about.
Yep.
And it is the one that has the shortest run because we're having them embroider it, and the quality of the shirt is top-notch. Teespring has really gone out of their way to work with Angela and I. They worked all day Saturday. They worked all day today, Sunday, before we got on air. And that's just because we were being extremely picky. We want to make sure it's the top quality for you guys. We want to make sure the embroidering is done right, the position of the logo, every single detail. In fact, there's still going to be some updates that are hitting those pages over the next couple of days. Very excited about this
including, as you see here, a women's version will be added tomorrow. We're just waiting for the artwork to be done.
Yep, it's got to be right. It's got to be right.
It's a different style, but or it's a polo still, but it's a different style.
It's
and
nice.
It's great.
It is really
I'm
nice.
going to buy a ton of them.
I cannot wait to see you walk around in those.
Yep.
Jupiter.gift to get yourself something or give somebody something. And remember, you could have it shipped right to them.
Also, for those of you that stick around at the end of the Faux Show.
Before you do that, what was the promo code one more time for the...
FS200.
FS200 to get a $1
FS200. With letters and numbers.
Just for the Faux Show audience as a thank you for being here for 200 episodes. Or maybe just a few, but for joining us for episode 200. All right, sorry. What were you going to say?
For those of you that hang around and actually listen to the end of the show, there's going to be something new happening on Wednesday this week. And that's all I will say. So, that's it for this episode of the Faux Show. We'll see you next week, and I will be a year older. Did you enjoy this Faux Show? Well, guess what? You can catch more at jupiterbroadcasting.com and subscribe to the weekly RSS feed.
That was the best one ever.
No.
You're not okay with that?
No.
Come on now. Hold on. Really, if it's really good, can I do it?
No.
Like, I won't do...
Peanut butter cake.
Hold on.
At least it smells good. It smells like strawberry.
Serious question. Real talk.
Raspberry.
If all wussy burps. If I burp, but when I have a really good one, can I do it on it, Mike?
You sound like Dylan.
I feel like the chat room appreciates a solid belch. Let him belch. Let him. Come on, Lord Third.
No.
Let him belch.
Right. How are they going to do that?
Let him belch. Come on, Lord Third. Let him belch.
A good
Let
burp is
him
what men
belch.
do. No. Just don't fart.
Well, how would you know? That's the best part, right?
Appreciate the
let
belch.
him belch. Let him belch. Let him belch. Thank you, chat room. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Mike, Ohio. Today's going to be really fun. I've done it before, I think with Jeremy.
This is exactly what I love. A conversation that starts like this. This is exactly how I like every sentence to start. Hey, look at that. That's funny.
You need to learn how your face works.
Wow. You should have said something like you should.
Is that a person coming out of his butt?
That's Spock after he just probably
pooped somebody out.
No, dude. It
looks like he pooped somebody out.
He's laying down on the floor because he nerve pinched him.
No.
Vulcans can go.
Okay.
And then you're out.
That could have been illustrated much better.
Well,
there's not even a title to explain why a red shirt is being pooped out of Spock.